Greetings and salutations. I am back again, and we are going to talk about Aries energy. I am feeling called to it because it is Tuesday for me, which is very Mars energy, and it's the first Tuesday Mars energy in Aries season. Aries season typically goes from March 21st until about April 19th. So it just seems only fitting to talk about what Aries as a zodiac sign is, what I know about it, and just explore some basic astrology themes when it comes to Aries zodiac. So if this sounds like you or energy that you're used to, let me know. This is the energy collectively that we feel during the time of March 21st through the 19th in transit. So it is an energy we're all experiencing, and you hold Aries in your chart, even if you don't have it in your big three, being your sun, moon, and your rising sign. So I've got my notes down here. So if you see me like looking down, I'm looking at my notes. It keeps me on track so these videos don't turn out to be hours long, because a girl can waffle, okay? All right, so Aries is the beginning of the zodiac. It's the spark. It's the first action. It's the movement. Something goes from the idea to the movement. This is Aries. Aries energy is masculine. It is in the element of fire. It's in the fire trine energy, and it's cardinal. It is the leader of the zodiac. So Aries season starts the zodiac calendar year. So happy new year if it's Aries season. And I always think of Aries energy as the baby energy of the zodiac. Aries is active, it's energetic, it's excitable, and it's impulsive, optimistic, and open to change and new experiences, just like a baby. Babies get so excited and they're changing all the time. They can be very active and energetic, and they're open to new experiences because they're growing. Literally, I wouldn't even say every day. I would say they grow every second, just like we do. But as a baby, it's just the growth is amplified. There's so much growth spark energy in babies. So we talked about action, courage, instinct, intuition. I don't know why I pieced. I'm in a very bubbly mood right now. It's Mars energy, it's Aries. I had a wonderful chat with a friend and I'm just feeling good. But yeah, Aries doesn't wait, it moves. So the ruling planet of Aries is Mars, the ancient god of war, aggression, about conflict. In astrology, Mars influence donates. It gives the energy of courage. It gives the energy of passion and competition. It can foster tension and accidents, and it rules over fire and danger. So Aries energy is bold in its action. It can be direct in its action, very independent and passionate. It says, I want this, so I'm going for it. If you know anyone that holds Aries in their sun sign, you can find that their actions are very much direct. They might be a little bit more on the risk-taking side, a little bit more impulsive. They have a lot of courage when it comes to going after the things that they want. It's a very fun energy to experience, and we all hold it and experience it, just again differently. The phrase of Aries is I am. I go first. I act. I decide. It is the place of the self. Traditionally, Aries falls into the first house of the zodiac, and the first house is associated with how you personally present yourself to the world, your own personal identification, how you see the world, how you physically exist in the world. So your physical body, that's all Aries energy. It's the I am place. It is the start point. With Mars ruling Aries and that drive, desire, action, and survival, because Aries is a lot of time like giving soldier energy. If it's ruled by the planet, which is called the god of war, it's always going to feel like it's urgent, it's motivated, and it's alive, and it's taking action in order to conquer any goals. Again, Aries is a risk taker. It's very impulsive. Now, it can be scary when Aries gets a little, irritated. They're very quick to express energetically before thinking, about other people's outside of them's opinions or feelings if they haven't learned to have a little bit of patience in order to not pop off as fast. But the good thing about when an Aries pops off or expresses itself, it is going to do it, and then it's going to feel better about it. It doesn't hold on to grudges, which is a wonderful thing about getting it out. It's just they might get it out and turn around and look behind them, and they have like left a trail of people that have just been cut down through their vicious words. Okay. But once there's a little bit of patience put in there, or a little, at least being concerned or considerate towards the feelings of others outside of them, then there's more balance to it. They can take action, but they might not cut you down so quickly. Just take a moment, right? How Aries moves. Aries moves in instinct that it trusts. It takes action quickly. It learns through experience. It would rather try and fail than never try at all. That saying, just do it, that had to be created with Aries energy. I don't know if an Aries actually created it, but that's totally Aries energy. Just do it. That's Aries. Just do it and find out. Like, you'll figure it out, like if you need to make an adjustment. Now, Aries might be moving on to the next thing, because one of the pitfalls can be that it's really good at initiating and starting, but not necessarily the best at the follow through. So that's why we always need to pull other energies in order to help complete something into full flourishment, creation. So the polarity to Aries is Libra. Sometimes if you're leaning too far into the I am self, and it's a little bit more self-indulgent and not just self-focused, self-indulgent being non-caring about others and getting whatever you need by any means, that can come off sometimes as a little bit bratty and a little spoiled. When you're leaning too far into that, you can pull into Libra energy, which is the polarity of Aries. It's on the opposite side, right? Aries is on the ascendant, Libra is on the descendant. So you can pull a little bit into relating and harmonizing with others in order to balance out that self-indulgent Aries energy if it pulls too far in that direction. So if you think about what Aries rules on the human body, it is always ruling what people will call the head space. So Aries energy can be prone to headaches and subject to like minor injuries in the head and the face. So if you're having a headache, one thing you can ask yourself, am I not taking action in the way that I should be taking action? Is there too much sparks and fire in there? A lot of times that means you just need some water. But you know, I'm not a doctor. This is not medical advice. Aries just rules the head. And a lot of times all that steam and that intensity can pressurize and need to be released, which pressure, irritation, inflammation causes headaches. So lucky days for Aries can be Tuesdays, Mars ruled. Lucky numbers are 1 and 9, which makes sense. Like 1 is very sun energy, and the sun is exalted in Aries. It loves to be in Aries energy. And 9 is all about completion energy. It's a very Martian energy. So you can think about when you see those numbers pop up, it's coming through with action-based energy towards something. Let's see, diamonds are the birthstone of Aries, and it's all about financial success and bringing luck to new ventures. The diamond is like particularly lucky for Aries people when worn on the left side of the body. So the left side is all about receiving, and the right side is all about taking action. So if you're wearing a diamond, which is meant to receive good luck and financial success for positive ventures, then I can see why that would be really beneficial for Aries energy. So maybe this season, because we're in Aries, maybe put a diamond. Maybe put a diamond on the left hand, or maybe draw a diamond if you know you can't go to the store and buy a diamond, or get something that looks like a diamond and call it a diamond. No one is going to say anything different than what you believe. It's what you believe. If you believe that's a diamond, okay? Put it on your left hand and receive all of that abundance and wealth during Aries season. So Let's see, what else can we talk about? Oh, the metal. The metal of Aries is iron. And iron can be used to cut through, to sharpen a lot of things, and it's sharpened by stone. So the more determined and practical you are, the sharper your iron can become. What else can we talk about with Aries? Let's see. Challenges. I think we covered it a little bit, but I'll go a little bit more into detail. I'm trying to follow these notes. I wrote it everywhere. I'm not as detail focused today, but it's okay. We're getting through it and I'm enjoying it. So that's all that matters. But challenges Aries can face is acting impulsively, getting frustrated quickly, and losing interest after the initial spark. I talked about that. I remember that because that is very common in Aries energy. So this season, or any season that you're going into Aries, see what you're planting into the ground and what you're looking to spark. But just know life is going to evolve and it's going to change. And whether or not you are going to be able to bring that idea into fruition is going to be more about what other energies you bring around this Aries spark in order to support that. That's why after Aries season always comes Taurus. Taurus is all about nurturing and sustaining and making something that will last. So it feeds whatever you planted in Aries season. So starting strong, but you got to learn to sustain, and you can learn that through Taurus. So the highest expression of Aries becomes courageous, self-led, and inspiring to others. It shows people how to take action, how to trust themselves, and how to begin. It is the beginning. It's the beginning of the zodiac. It's the beginning of the cycle. Aries is like the moment you decide, I'm done waiting, and you finally move. No perfect plan, no guarantee, just action. Aries energy really wants you to take charge and just go with your idea, go with your instinct, and know that you'll be okay. It'll get figured out, right? So take the leap. Take the leap. Aries is saying jump. A little bit more risk-taking energy, right, with Aries. Aries isn't here to have everything figured out. It's here to remind you, you can start. You can start right now, and that's enough. And that's the beauty of following the cycle of the zodiac signs. They're each telling you a story. So as we're building the story, this is the start of the story with Aries. And as we're growing to the next stage, we're going to add elements in order to sustain what we started at the beginning, in order to develop it into something beautiful by the time we get to Pisces, and then do it all over again as we enter Aries again, because it's a cycle and everything is constantly moving between birth and death. And that's a beautiful gift that we have in the world. So my courageous Aries energies that are action-orientated, risk-taking, and building a triumphant and magical world. Thank you for your magic. Thank you for your power. This was just a little video talking about some common astrology themes when it comes to Aries. Just know Aries can, if it shows up in your big three, it can show up as your sun sign. So based in how you act, what light you're trying to bring to the world, where your sun is shining. Your moon and how you might respond to things, how you reflect on things. The Aries moon energy is definitely going to respond quickly, and it's going to respond assertively, and it's going to get over it really quick, because it might not have grasped its own feelings before it responded, but it just did it, and it's over, and now it's out of their system. Aries moon. Aries rising is the traditional flow of the zodiac, so it is here to be its own energy and be itself by learning through the traditional cycles. But your Aries rising, you're here to be authentic in how you present yourself to the world, because you're a gift. Look at that sun. Aries energy, I found the sun. So good. But yeah, I'm going to wrap it up because, there's so many things that I could talk about, but I wanted to talk about Aries energy today. Now I'm a little bit hungry, so I'm going to go make some food and see what the rest of the day brings with this beautiful energy that we're holding and all of the gifts that we have. So plant your seeds, take action, find your inner Aries, whether you hold it in your big three or whether it's just transiting through a place in your chart. If you have any questions about where Aries is in your chart, let me know in the comments. Also, let me know if you have a predominant Aries placement and what that's like for you in the comments, because I love to hear about it. If you have any need of assistance in learning about the zodiac sign and how that can affect you, put that in the comments too, because I do natal readings. And like the video if you like the video. I am enjoying just expressing and sharing all of the wonderful things that I know and what I'm learning. And I'm loving learning from you as you're sharing new things with me. So until tomorrow, when we're going to learn something else and talk about something more, I love you and I will see you later. I just did an eyebrow raise. Can I do just this one or that one? I love you.